Thank you for joining me. Part 7 of DJI, the future of possible. Bit of history for you. Last quad we looked at, August the 24th, 2017, was the DJI Phantom 4 Pro Obsidian, the black one, the really expensive one. Going through the rest of the year, in October they released the Zenmus gimbal. November they released something called the Wind 4 and the Wind 8. November 22nd, 2017, the DJI Racing Goggles, the RE edition. These were the same as the white ones, but they were black and they had aerials on them, and you could link them to your FPV racer quads, and they produced really good quality video feed. So after that, January the 7th, so we're into the new year now, 2018, they released the Osmo Mobile 2, same time they released the Ronin S, and then January the 8th, 2018, they released this little thing. This is the DJI Tello. Weighs 80 grams, and the selling point for this was you could program it. They did it in conjunction with a company called Rise and Intel, and I've got one on the bench here. I'll just show you this one. This is the DJI Tello, as you can see. Prop guards can come off, and it's got a little couple of optical flow sensors on the bottom of it. It did have some rather unique tricks though. As we go down the list here, I'll show you. New to drones, VR headset compatibility. Did not know that, but at the time I didn't have a VR headset. DJI Flight Tech, Tello app and controller compatibility. You could link a Bluetooth controller or you could control it from your phone. It was better to have the controller because trying to control it from your phone was an absolute nightmare. 30-minute flight time, 100-metre range. I'll be honest with you, I never got it that far out. These were very susceptible to wind, and they were not the sort of quad you want to fly in even the slightest of breezes. 720p transmission, 2 antennas for smart switching. Throw and go, you just went out with it and just chucked it in the air and it would just hover. 8D flips, we've all seen those on quads before. Bounce mode, I did have a play with this, didn't understand it just bounced up and down in your hand like that. It looked good for about 10 seconds. It was Intel processor, 5 megapixel photos, I think it was 1080p video, collision detection, super safe, lightweight, durable, etc, etc. Auto takeoff landing, low battery protection, fail-safe protection, and of course a vision positioning system. And as I said, there's programs called Mobile Scratch Programming, Mood-Based Control and Programming Simulator you could program it with. Again, if you want more information, just do a Google search on that. Moving onwards then, January the 24th, they released this, the Mavic Air, the very first Mavic Air. There has been a couple obviously since then. What does it say about it? It's reinvented what a consumer drone could be. Powerful yet portable, accessible but advanced, said Rogers from DJI. Weighing in at 430 grams, Mavic Air is the most portable drone ever created. Its fold arms and props it flush against its slender frame, making it compact so its footprint's near the size of a modern smartphone when folded. It had something called automatic pilot assistance system. It had all-round sensors, and it would fly through forests. I've seen videos when they first came out and it was really good, but obviously nothing's perfect. If you had the really thin branches, I've seen a few of the airs clip the branches, but they were really good for what they were. Anything else of interest? No. Smarter, safer flight, more powerful computing capabilities, optimised algorithms help the Mavic Air fly smarter and safe through obstacles and terrain. I will leave the link to the DJZ Photo website as I do every other time, if you want to check out more information about this. So moving on now to May 18th, 2018, we got this, the Phantom 4 Pro V2. Looks the same as the Phantom 4, every other Phantom 4, but it did 4K at 60 frames per second, a 1-inch sensor, a mechanical shutter, I'll cover that in a little second, 5-direction obstacle sensing, OcuSync 2 transmission, 30-minute max flight time. A really new gimbal with a 1-inch 20 megapixel sensor, as I said. Took some absolutely gorgeous pictures and video. Professional 4K video, you can capture in 4K at 100 megabits per second, enabling high resolution slow motion shots. Recorded D-Log mode and H.265 codec to capture professional footage with high dynamic range, for those people who know all about cameras and stuff. Now, precise mechanical shutter, all the other quads used a digital shutter or an electronic shutter. Now you can see with the mechanical shutter, when you freeze that frame, this lamppost here is straight. With an electronic one, you'll see a bend on it because of the way it scans across for its shutter. What else was there? Oh, it had the built-in screen, which is the same as the Phantom 4, the one we looked at previously. Introduced intelligent flight modes. We had active track, as you can see the video playing there. Return to home, every quad had that. Tap to fly, never played with that. Draw mode, you could draw a little path and it would fly around it. And gesture mode, where you could go like someone directing planes, you could have it take your picture and start doing video and stuff like that. Active track can recognise and automatically follow people and objects like cars and boats. However, DJI have never yet got a fully proper working active track system. All the quads I've tried it on eventually just lose track of it, and it doesn't work very well, at least not for faster moving objects anyway. So that's it for part 7, because in part 8 we're looking at the Mavic range. They did release in August 23rd the Mavic 2 Pro, but I will cover that in video 8. So as always, please don't forget to subscribe. Hit that subscribe button on the bar down somewhere underneath that side over there, and I will see you in part 8.